What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Yeah, body confidence. And that's a new word I'm putting into the lexicon today. So, gave y'all body game, gave y'all select and non-select. First talked about the imprint. So, this is a new one. Body confidence. And before I get into that, I'm going to be in New York on April 2nd for the Game Kings 2 Definition of Masculinity Seminar. That's being hosted by Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham. So I'll be there. Case Zagan will be there. And young brother Taekwondo will be there. And it'll be filmed. It's going to be a part of the upcoming Game Kings 2 documentary. So, show up. Now, link for it is in the description box. And I checked with Brother Miles yesterday. And it's filling up. Y'all better sign up today. Sign up today. And, right in the middle of New York, Manhattan. Oh, it's gonna be hot. And you get to chop it up with me right there. Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, you get to chop it up with me, Mr. Lucario, Miles Cunningham, K. Zagan, and Taekwondo. Yeah. And like I said, definition of masculinity. Because as we know, that's important. But that's a separate video. That I had to sit down and really hit upon that. And just to be clear, because somebody say, well, how do I develop it? Go to my archives. So, anyway, let me drive around a bit. Talk to y'all about body confidence. And why I'm putting that word into the lexicon. Body confidence. Because you know what I'm seeing out here. You know what I'm seeing. Yeah, I talk about body game, but a lot of dudes just don't have confidence in their own bodies. And that's part of that. And I had said that before about body game. The biggest thing is just to get to a place where you're comfortable in your own skin, your own body. That's the ultimate thing. I talked about aesthetics, health, all that stuff. But ultimately, you got to get comfortable with yourself. Because one of the things is many men aren't comfortable with themselves. And not even so much as muscles, but things about them that, quite frankly, they can't change. And really shouldn't change, right? And I'm going to tell you what. Whatever your genetics, that's it. Now, the most you can do, you can improve upon them, working out, putting on, staying in good shape. But what's there is there. Now, some parts of, when we talk body game, hey, it ain't just your face. So that's very important. Guys thinking, oh, I'm ugly, I'm this or that. Your bone shit, that's part of your body, your whole physical form. There's only so much you can do with your face. Yeah, you can improve it. You can enhance it with your haircut, fix your teeth, and even how you work out. But it's only going to go so far. But, you got guys out here, height, that's a major thing, but that's part of body. And there's a lot of dudes out here. Too many dudes be hitting me up privately, complaining, saying they have problems because they don't feel like their dicks are big. That's part of your body, too. See, part of body confidence is just being comfortable with the things that you can't change. Some shit you just can't change, and you just gotta go with it. You can't worry about it. That's just in your DNA. And your DNA is unique to you. It's your signature. What you need to do is figure out what you got and just enhance it to the best of your ability. Enhance and maximize it, but it's there. Like one thing that's genetic. A lot of guys be worried about balding and all of that shit. But as I always say in some of these videos, it's like, man, dude, don't be going on some random shit just because some online creators said, oh, it's over for you if you're balding. A lot of women like bald men. Shit. Shoot. Especially if you're in the black community. Let's just be real. And even in the white community where I live, a predominantly white area, shoot, there's a lot of bald, like they just shave their head bald and everything. Shave their head bald and, let their beards grow out. They just maximize what they did have. They still got women. Shoot. A lot of them do. A lot of women like that. A lot of women like that. Now, I know somebody going to say, well, what if a woman don't like it? Well, I'm going to get into that part about what a woman don't like in a bit, because that's an important consideration, right? But that's just one example. If you bald, then okay, shave that shit. If you don't have that perfect square jaw, which 99.9% of the population really don't, they should. Without serious surgery, you still got a jaw. It just might not be perfect, or what's considered perfect. Women like different types of things, and whatever the case, is your jaw. Don't feel like you have to look like somebody. It's your jaw. Now, once again, if you don't like it, work out a bit, and and you can get some of it, but you still might have not that perfect square face. Okay. Apparently, men who don't are reproducing. And it's still yours. It's still yours. Or, you can bear it, you can do whatever. If you're talking about your height's your height. Guys worried about their height. It's crazy. That's why I talk about it a lot, because look, some people think it's some personal shit. No, I'm trying to help people. Because it wasn't anything I thought about until I got here, and guys say, well, you're taller, you get that. Okay. But I'm taller than, 75% of the male population. Okay, cool. But there's 25% my height are taller than that. Okay, so what? This is it. So I never worried about that. Now I know some people more of a shorter stature and everything, but look, you can't do one. What can you do about it? Now some people say get some surgery and everything. One, how many people get it? Two, how many people got money like that? And even then, it's still your genetics. It's still your genetics. Now let me use an example. Sometimes your shit is good. Okay, like back in the 80s. And this was particularly in the black community. Anybody remember the 80s? Shoot. If you were, this before Denzel got big, Wesley Snipes, Michael Jordan got big, right? Notice them, all of them were deeply melanated. This before they got big. I say about 89. Before then, you had to be light-skinned, or that's what they thought. That's what they try to push. And it was like just a brief period. I was like, oh man, I'm this complexion. Till I started looking at some other guys. I said, no, I wasn't light skinned, but I've never had acne. Let me say that again. I've never had acne. I've never had acne. Only time I got blemishes on my skin was when I had chicken pox. And I picked at my sores. That's the only time in life. Oh man. But I just put that Johnson's vitamin E cocoa butter when it went out in the sun. So, and like I said, it was a brief period, but just a brief. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, man, that dude talking trash. He got all that shit on his face. Some light-skinned dude. So I said, hold up. And it's an example because it's part of your body too. Your skin, complexion, all of that shit, right? But then I thought about something else. I was like, hold up. All the melanated people, deeply melanated, they can reach old age and don't have any wrinkles. My grandmother, when she passed at 84, she didn't have any wrinkles. So it's like, seriously, she had 0 wrinkles and stuff. My uncle, he passed a few years ago. 0 wrinkles. You look at his skin, it was like, damn, he don't have no damn wrinkles. I was like, what the fuck? Shoot, you start looking at some more chocolate black people. Shoot, they can get to old age and stuff. Only way you can tell the age is maybe if they got gray hair. Shit, and let's be real. If I just kept this shave and told you I was in my early 40s or something, nobody's gonna argue with me. In fact, I remember I had a detractor try to talk some shit. He said, yeah, you doing all that as a 40-year-old. And I'm like, damn, that dude chops 17 years off of me. So I was like, shit. But my whole point with even talking about that is you never know whatever you got, how it can be advantageous to you. Like even body game. If you look at like dudes who can really build their bodies right, symmetrical and all of that, it's rare that they're going to be over 6 feet. Seriously, it's rare. I mean, it can happen, but I mean symmetrical, like head to toe, like literally. Been working out in gyms, you look at like a lot of guys, I mean like head to toe, like muscular, you know, got the V, even got the legs, calves and everything. Most of the time, they under like 5'9". They under 5'9". And they will be head to toe. Now, like I said, you get some rare ones who can have that as over 6 feet, but it's still rare. It's still rare. So it's like one of the things is instead of thinking what you don't have with your body physically, think about what you do. You don't know how that might help you. Shoot, that might help. That might keep you alive like longer. Like I've seen some guys worried about being slim and all of that, right? Okay, but a lot of slim guys, they don't worry as much about like stuff like heart disease or diabetes. Yeah, it can happen, but a lot of times they ain't carrying that extra weight. So they don't, just not a big deal. Those things, you know, they don't get stressed. They don't have like the body proportions or same hormonal makeup that would cause stuff. So even the slim ones, though, they be living shoot. And then when they put on muscle, shoot, they be good to go into old age. See, you don't know. See, that's my point, though. You don't know how whatever you got is actually helpful. You know? So, but that's on a practical thing. Now I know everybody's worried about man gets woman and everything. And thinking, well, nah, she ain't gonna want me. I don't have that square jaw. Or she ain't gonna want me. I'm not this complexion. I'm not this height. I ain't this muscular. Or I ain't this. Okay, all of this comes around to body confidence. First of all, you gotta be comfortable with your body. Then the main thing when you're dealing with women, understanding a simple thing. 4 billion women in the world all don't like the same thing. If you listen to like a lot of the videos I've done lately, I say in the real world, women like different things. Some women, hey, you gotta be damn near perfect. Actually, only a few really. Because like I said, I've known some like women at an upper level of physical of attractiveness just in this area. And just to be clear, because somebody always puts black women in there or something. If I say the word women on this channel, I'm talking about all women. Let me say it again. All women. If I get very specific and call out a race, then that's what I'm talking about. But all women. So these are white women who would be considered very attractive. But like one, I know like some dudes called her a 9. But the guy she married and popped out, well, 2 kids in counting. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. She might have a third. See her around somewhere. She pushes another one. Shit. Her man, she was a 9. Her man was 5'8" and stocky. And had kids already. But from what I remember, who she had dealt with even before that, she liked a little bit of meat on her man. You know? Then another woman, she'll like slim. And some women don't trip if your stature, if they're a little bit taller. Every woman likes something. That's why I talk about the tribes. But it comes down to you gotta be comfortable. Cause see, and that's why I'm telling you this, you don't know who likes you. And you gotta get out there and interact. Shit, one of the biggest players I know of, dude described this. Now I don't know him personally. Some people I know him. He's 5'2". Dude was in his 70s. Popped that, fathered a child. Yet another child. Shit. In fact, one of the woman told me about, she said, shoot, if he had wanted something from her, she'd have gave him something. And she was, shit, she about 5'6". So it's like, look. But the thing with him was, he was just confident. She said he was just confident in who he was. You know? Like, you just got to work with it. Because somebody's always going to reject. I don't care what you do, what you look like. I don't care. You could be a fashion model. You could be a model, a paid model, supermodel. And some women ain't going to like it. You know, women like different things. I told about a young lady I'm acquainted with. Shoot, I've mentioned her several times. I should hit her up. I say, you know, I use her as an example all the time. She did not like handsome men. She called her husband ugly. And popped out 8 kids for him, staircasing. They weren't rich. They weren't rich. But that's how she was, though. See, here's the point. You don't know what a woman likes. I don't care. Don't listen to any of us, including myself, as far as what I can give you some what I've seen. Anybody can give you what they've seen. But when it comes down to individual women and you don't know what a woman likes physically. You don't know. So don't feel like, well, I'm too short, I'm too this, or I'm too tall. Say, I've actually seen some guys too tall, I'm too lame, I'm this or that. Present your best body and see who likes it. And if nobody, or your best form, you know, fix yourself up and see who likes it. You know? Because you never know. Because you never know. All women got some physical preference. You know? If you don't have hair, don't worry about it. Don't put any fake hair up there. Don't put any fake hair up there and stuff. Just shave his shit. As this dude who was a genuine alpha showpiece, he played basketball at St. Joe's, genuine alpha showpiece. In fact, I mentioned him and stuff. I even gave him an invitation. I said, you ever want to come on and talk? That dude's head is shaved, and I never forget. He said, you know, if the good Lord taking your hair, just go with it. And it is what it is. Sure. Because even that's an advantage. Because, you know, some people be getting all sorts of stuff in their hair if they don't keep it clean. Shit, some people be getting some license shit in their hair. Getting dandruff, all that shit. You know, got to maintain it. Hell, you keep it shaved, just, shit, you can do that yourself. Save money. Don't have to worry about it. You know, just go on and do your thing. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about that little shit. Just see what you got. Work with it best. See, body confidence is simply, you want to just get to the point, realistic point, that you can feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror. Because let me talk about myself for again. My weight as an adult has gone typically between 190 and 270. 190 and 270. Yet, you know, when I was around, it was about, I'd say 270 when I had gotten married and stuff. Apparently she didn't have a problem popping out a couple kids. She was more enthusiastic about that than I was. And trust me, I wasn't rich. I wasn't rich or something. And in fact, I remember a few years ago, there was this like fine woman. And she told me, you know, yeah, I see, I ain't no small dude. She said she gonna put 40 pounds on me. She looked me dead in the eye too. Thing is, where she could cook, that probably would have happened. But she just like big. Now another woman, she gonna like something else. But anyway, getting back to it, I noticed between 190 and 270, the thing I never lacked was just confidence. And yeah, I noticed with body game and stuff, but even before then, still went out with some women. Now, yeah, I got it down some and got out with more, right? But then I noticed as I wasn't going as hard and I was putting on some weight, I was like, you know, I'm actually getting better quality women because I just got comfortable where I was. I was like, look, in fact, even now, right? If I put on something, like say I put on 20, my concern wouldn't be trying to get women. I'd be comfortable, probably still get women. Seriously, because like I said, shoot, and my dick sucked bigger than this recently. You know, recent years, a couple years ago and stuff, I was just eating. I was just eating, going to restaurants and stuff. Y'all could probably look at some videos from that time. That time, say, damn, I'm kind of big. But still getting regular sex. So, but the only issue I got, clothes. I'm serious. That's it. That's it. Just wearing some stuff. Cause even now, look, it's weird for me. I'm too small for big and tall. But a lot of stuff in regular stores, I gotta look hard to get that size. So I'm like, damn. Like, shit. That'd be the only irritation. But I'm just comfortable. And see, you gotta be comfortable. Now, I know some people, they'll try to like roast somebody or talk to them about it. It's like, but all they do is projecting their own discomfort with themselves. That's all they doing. They are projecting their own discomfort. They ain't comfortable with their own bodies and stuff. So what they try to do is rag on somebody else. But if you're comfortable with yourself, boom. Like I've talked before, I haven't talked a while about big man game. Like you see those big dudes and stuff, they be big. I can talk body game all I want and eat nutritiously. And they be on their grill and stuff, watching this video. Say, yeah, Uncle Rom. Like, let me check. Let me taste this rib real quick. Be cooking this shit. They all gregarious and shit, but they comfortable. You see those big men? They comfortable. See, they actually comfortable. That's why they be still getting some. Because they big and they know it. They embrace that shit. They like, I'm a big boy. Shoot. They just big. They just put this shit on, you know, put on their nice suit, got their shoes, make sure they fixed up, and they go to that woman, it's like, shoot, hey girl, you know you ain't had it till you had a big boy. And you know what too? There's a lot, I've seen this on IG several times. The thirst comments by these women, and I know some dudes say, well, nah, they just playing with them. No, because I've known too many big stocky dudes who be having multiple baby mamas. Multiple baby mamas, a woman on their tip, everything. It's like that dude in that TV show, Insecure, when it was doing reviews of it. That dude we call TSA Bay. In fact, I'm going to put a link to that review. I'm going to put a link to that review. TSA Bay. Because I say that's real life, because dude didn't give a fuck. He was comfortable with where he is. And see, ultimately, everything, even your dick size, unless you got a genuine micro penis, which, you know, I can understand that, but look, motherfuckers act like if this shit ain't some 9 inches or something, shit. I personally known several women actually complained about that. They've actually complained. And they complained, I mean, and they weren't trying to, like, tell me something, you know, like, or trying to do some virtual signal, as some people would think. No, they were just like, because a woman's vagina is average 4 inches. Shit, so you could hit bottom if you gave you a normal, the average length is 5. And even if you're smaller than that, the woman's G-spot is only an inch in. If you know what you're doing, all you had to do is just stick in the head. Or do sets of 9. Let me say what sets of 9 is real quick, because somebody, hey, what's sets of 9? You know what? Sometimes if I say something, just look the fucking shit up, man. Google is your friend. Anyway, sets of 9. 9 shallow thrust. So just stick the head nice and slow. And then 1 long thrust. And then come back again, start the thing over. 8 shallow thrusts. 2 long ones. And then it just counted down to the point you just doing long ones. She gonna be like, baby, do that again. Next time, do that again. They gonna give you that look. Fellas, y'all know about that look a woman give when you good. Like, y'all ever be doing a woman doggy style? You getting in there and she like, and then she just stop and look at you. You need to be like, God damn, I got her now. Yeah, sets of 9. But my point is, whatever you got, just learn how to work with it. Learn how to work with it and stuff. And really, it's really about energy. See, it's like what you do with it. Because some women, you get some women, they'll complain if a guy got some big one, don't know what to do with it. Because even that dude need to know how to really work it. But it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Don't worry about it. You know, just be comfortable with your body. You still want to keep it healthy and whatever you got. You still want to work to keep it healthy. And yes, definitely maximize it, but don't worry about the shit you don't really have control over. And in fact, like I say, even with penis size. Even with penis size, you got about 2 inches inside of you anyway. Lose some weight around your pelvis. Lose some weight around your pelvis. So get comfortable with it. Get comfortable with yourself. Get comfortable with the man in the mirror. You know, change what you can change. Like if you feel like you need to put on some weight, you can do so. But just do it for your own comfort. Not even for women, not to impress anybody. Do it for your own comfort. You know, if you feel like you need to put on weight, if you feel like you need to lose weight for what, do it for your own comfort. But there's just some points you're not going to, you ain't going to, something you ain't going to do. Because even with weight loss, there's some point you don't need to get. Shoot. If I personally would have dropped 50 pounds, y'all be open. Some people be opening a GoFundMe for me because I wouldn't even look right. And I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm not trying to be to a place I'm uncomfortable. Because I really don't eat that much now. People haven't seen me. And I'm a grown ass man, so I ain't gonna walk around with my shirt off or shit. But people be surprised if I did swim or something, just really showed what I got. People be surprised. They be like, "Oh shit, you tighter and more solid than we thought." And I'm comfortable with that. You know, just get to a point of comfort. And then the things you can't control, you can't. I mean, yeah, people can say, "Well, you can get jaw surgery and all that." For what? You don't know how that shit gonna affect you. You know, there was probably a bunch of women who actually liked what you had. You know, people talking about getting the eyes, nose, all that, whatever. Shoot, some women you got some dudes with a big nose, and they might feel like they might have a feeling like, yeah, I need to get a thin nose or something, that rhinoplasty and shit. Yeah, you got some women. They be looking at a man's nose trying to get an idea about his dick. So trust me, you might have a big nose. The woman might get hot. Oh, they still looking. But like I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what you got. What you got is what you got. You stick with it. And then just find a woman who like it. And really, I'm going to tell you what. The best woman to deal with is the one who likes what you got physically. That's the best woman to deal with. That is the best woman to deal with. Whatever you got physically. So, because then she really likes you. So whether you tall, if a woman dealing with you because you short stature, but she genuinely likes you. If you're a big man, she genuinely likes you. Seriously, that's seriously. If she's excited about you, where you at, she likes you. You ain't necessarily gotta be drop dead handsome or something. Looks matter, but just seriously, looks do matter. Your physicality, all that matter, but it don't have to be a specific type. So don't worry about it. This is what you are. This is who you are. Be comfortable with it. Trust me, there's gonna be some woman who likes exactly what you got, but you gotta get out there and interact, and you gotta be confident in that. You got to be comfortable, and really on a practical reason, for a very pragmatic reason. There's some shit you just ain't going to change. You ain't going to change. Yeah, you can still say, well, I'll get some surgery or all that. Okay, but I don't be hearing a lot of testimony from dudes saying, real testimony where they showing their picture and everything, where they can honestly say they doing better. because they might change to something, then they lose out on a whole set of women. And yeah, people gonna still do that and all that, but it's just like, you know, whatever. It's like that craziness with women, you know, getting those breast implants or getting BBLs. Shit look nasty to me. I'm saying BBLs look nasty. Because, just real quick, if I see a woman with a BBL, I'm not turned on, because usually for a nice round ass, she need to have some thighs that support it. If the ass and thighs don't look right, don't look matched to me, I'm like, ugh. Seriously. And y'all know I like a butt dump, but I'm like, ugh, that shit look nasty as shit to me. And breasts, I can tell. There's a little trick to tell if a woman got implants. Like if it's perfect, like she's showing some cleavage and it's perfectly round out there, up there, like perfectly, like almost like a cup. She got implants. This shit don't look right to me. And some women the same way. But you gotta be comfortable with whatever you present, whatever you got, because that's who you are. All right? That's all you can do. You can't ask for much more. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. But body confidence. Just be confident in yourself, you know? Be confident in yourself. You are what you are. Like, I'll end with that example. What if, like, I got really, really upset about my complexion back in the 90s when it wasn't as popular? Shoot, I wouldn't be a 58-year-old man who, shoot, even with the gray, a lot of people still say you look younger. You know? So, everything has its advantage. Don't worry about, like, cultural or whatever. You know what someone say. You are who you are. And if they still want to project something on you, that's on them. That's their own insecurity. Be confident in what you got, because it's you. You can only work with what you got. Because you can't spend the rest of your life worried about some physical shit you really can't change. So, you know. So anyway, that's all I have for now. I'll get back with you. Looking at the big old butt across the parking lot. Oh, it's natural. Nice thighs, too. All right, y'all. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Y'all have a good weekend, man. I'm gonna be chilling tomorrow, so I probably won't do a car video. So, anyway, I'll get back with y'all.